Hi, I'm James Walker, Senior Editor at Data Center Knowledge, coming to you live from the news desk at Data Center World 2025 in Washington, DC. I'm here with Doug Bougher, Director of Applied Sales at LG Electronics US. Doug, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I'm excited to learn some more about what LG has been working on and how you're addressing the increased cooling demands for the rapidly expanding data center market. Could you start by giving us a brief overview of LG air conditioning technologies and its roots within LG and how that background informs the work that you're doing in the data center sector today?
Sure, yeah, definitely. So LG, people might not realize, has been in air conditioning, heating, and cooling since the late 60s. You know, that includes heat pumps that you might find in your homes now to chillers that we've been supplying in various process cooling applications globally for decades. Mm-hmm. Both of those things require some expertise in understanding heat transfer and understanding how a compressor works and making compressors, and how to do variable speed inverter technology to allow the most efficient type of heat exchange system that you can have. And because of that, we've been able to apply those technologies to a lot of the thermal management needs of data centers, mm-hmm. but we've never brought them to the data center market as we are right now.
Right. Okay. Great.
And so we basically, this year and this show, are introducing our suite of solutions that we have for the data center market that people really do not realize that LG does in the United States. And so it's pretty exciting to see all the engagement that we've had here this week.
Okay, fantastic. With the soaring power demands and the rise of energy-intensive, high-performance computing infrastructure, the need for more efficient cooling solutions is more pressing than ever. Mm-hmm. And I just wondered if you could go into a little bit of detail in terms of what LG is doing to address this challenge. Could you highlight any recent innovations that are designed specifically with these needs in mind?
So if people come by our booth at 633, they can see the entire solution set that I was talking about in terms of products, but we're focused on removing the heat from the chip all the way to atmosphere. So everything involved in taking that heat energy away and dumping it outside is where we're involved. Yep. And so again, we're kind of coming out right now. So everything that we're doing is what we're doing to addressing it in the short term. And that's from our cold plate to the CDU to in-room craw to our chillers outside, whether they're air-cooled or water-cooled chillers. We have technology and products for all of those things. Mm-hmm. And so, again, that comes back to our knowledge of heat transfer, our knowledge of inverter technology, our knowledge of compressors, and applying it to all those different products, because you can really get the highest efficiency, most reliable products when you really are designing from the ground up, including all the critical components. Yeah. So when you bring that all together, you can do it in a package that meets the needs of a mission-critical industry like data centers. Yeah. We're just now bringing it here. We've been doing it at other places in the world, and we thought the U.S. should be able to experience what we have to offer.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, on that point, as we all know, data center cooling systems are mission-critical. Mm-hmm. Any failure or downtime can be devastating to an operation. What steps is LG taking to ensure its own cooling solutions are designed for maximum reliability and uptime?
Well, it all starts with our history, right? I mentioned that we're not a newcomer, even though we're being introduced to the United States. We've been making these products for decades, and so just the knowledge of how to do that correctly is the first step. Just product manufacturing reliability. I think a lot of people are familiar with the LG brand in general, which has a lot of resonance with reliability and quality products, high-end products. So we've been applying that for decades. But then also the design of the data center, right? It's the customer requirement about how to minimize both, any failures that may occur, even because of outside forces. Yeah. And making sure things that happen, having redundancy in the system, or even having, in a lot of cases, we have redundancy within our products. So you can either buy multiple products or even within the product there's redundancy. So that it's primarily both just our own knowledge of how to build these products over decades, as well as the redundancy that's built into the design by our customers.
Okay, fantastic. And looking ahead, what's next for LG in the data center space? Are there any upcoming launches or developments that you're able to share today?
Well, I mean, the big one is all the products that I mentioned before. We have the cold plate, the CDU, the CRAW, and the different chillers. We're working on larger CDUs, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt CDUs, which we hear a lot of people wanting. We're working on air-cooled mag-bearing centrifugals, which again, a lot of customers are asking for. You hear a lot about using refrigerant in terms of cold plate. We're experts at heat pump technology with refrigerants. And so a lot of what we're going to do in the future beyond what we're launching right now is going to be up to the industry. And so we're looking for partners to be able to develop with them what that next generation technology is going to be. LG has a very strong R&D group, very strong manufacturing, and we're looking to partner with them to create that new future together.
Okay, fantastic. So with it's your debut entry to data center world this year. How's your week been so far? Have there been any key sessions or customer conversations or technology trends that have stood out to you?
I mean, I was mentioning this to you before, is that even though the exhibit hall is open for a portion of each day, the amount of awareness that we're creating and the amount of meetings that we're having about, hey, I like what LG is bringing. Let's talk about how we can apply you to our next project or to our next development, right? Not even the next thing, but multiple years from now, how do we work together? Has been great. I can't get into specifics, but there's been multiple companies that have come to us. It's been wonderful.
Okay, fantastic. Before we wrap up, is there anything else that we've not touched upon today that you'd like to mention?
I think the key with LG is that we do a lot more than you think. And we have expertise in all the areas of the heat energy that you can think of. So if you just come by our booth or talk to us, we can work with you on being able to create something that you need.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Doug, thank you very much for the insight. It's clear that cooling innovation is essential to supporting the future of high-performance data centers, and LG is certainly making some exciting moves in this space. So thanks for sharing your insight.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.
Thank you.